Hi, I'm gonna do a making of for the video Who's That With The Lambo, or the song, I guess. Um, I was the creator of that video. The first thing, that I did when I started making the video is I gathered some ideas for said video. So I googled Lamborghini because the Lamborghini was supposed to be the main protagonist in the scene, basically. Many Lamborghinis out there. Finally found one that I, liked, and set up 3 images in a way that would make me be able to look at them, in combination with the model. So here you see me figure out the perspective for that and line up the camera views so I can model from those specific views. Actually ran into some problems because of it. It didn't line up perfectly. So I had to start over twice. I had to start over twice, but I started over quite early, so it was all good. Took me maybe 4 hours then, like the final model, but I didn't waste more than 2 on any of the failed attempts. Here I was looking for some images to try to figure out the composition. Yeah, that's the car. It's very bare bones. Demonstrating how I did it. And I mean, it only had to work from that one perspective, so I didn't really worry about, too many details in the front or the back. So, because at that point I had already figured out the perspective, kinda. Yeah. This is the material for the tires. Kind of applies to many things. The texture is just drawn, but like that emission shader is driven by a driver, which is connected to an armature system. That armature system is reacting to the loudness of the music, and that loudness is kind of converted to keyframes. So I had to manually edit those keyframes to look better on the screen. So the ups are higher, the lows lower, and the mids kind of weaker. That is, the road. It's just an image texture and kind of modeled from there, but very effective, I think. Yeah, the grass, also image texture for the colors, but the problem there was getting movement in the hair system. So I did that with a wind force and a turbulence force. The wind force was also driven by the same driver and reacting to the music. So I guess that makes it look kind of interesting, or was hoping that it would. I ran into some problems with the cage. My cage storage wasn't big enough, but like you can just click render if you don't need the preview, and everything will be fine. It won't stop in the middle the movement. That was nice to find out, I guess. The cliff all just sculpted with some texture brushes, and then textured with vertex colors as masks, and combined some image textures with said vertex colors, and it turned out like this at the end. Yeah, there's a texture already missing on the right, so can't find that again. But the ocean, also just a noise texture, which is animated over time, a bit of glossiness, And yeah, that's kind of how I did it. Obviously, there was a lot more that went in there, and problem solving wasn't the final plan that I had to make it exactly like that. But I'm happy with it, and I hope the next video will be better, and I will show you the process again when it's done. So, I guess stay tuned, and see you next time.